Hello everyone and welcome to the VGWA. I'm Cobretti.
And I'm Wally.
And come join us today as we take a look at Gokuaku Doumei Dump Matsumoto for the Sega Mark III. But first,
why don't you smash that like button with a chair and power bomb that subscribe button.
And get notified of all our content featuring wrestling games.
Dump Matsumoto was released in 1986 after it was ported from an arcade called Body Slam.
The first video game to be released with female wrestlers. I bet you this is your typical 1980s female wrestling that you used to think about, where the vast majority of moves are getting grabbed by the hair and tossed across the ring.
No, that's not what I remember.
But look at that accurate portrayal of fear by the audience. I'm scared too. As a performer, Dump Matsumoto not only drew the most watched wrestling matches in Japan, but some of the highest rated television overall.
So it makes sense that they would make a video game of somebody of that caliber.
A major highlight of this game is a roster consisting of 4 tag teams to select from.
In addition to the 8 characters in the game, there were 2 hidden. These 2 hidden characters could be done by a cheat code. After winning the championship, and you hit the game over screen, you must push the directional buttons multiple times in order to get these characters.
But Wally, you're actually missing one of the most important parts about this game, is that not only do you get to choose from 4 tag teams, but they're actual wrestlers. With the 4 tag teams representing 2 tag teams from the Gokuaku Doumei faction, with one team consisting of Dump Matsumoto and Bull Nakano, and the other team consisting of Condor Saito and Masked Yu. The other 2 teams represent the Fresh Gals faction, consisting of the Crush Gals and the Jumping Bomb Angels.
So finally being able to play actual wrestlers in a video game, what is so spectacular about this game?
Whoa there. Spectacular is a pretty strong word. There are many things about this game that are good, but I wouldn't say that there's anything extraordinary about it. Take, for instance, the controls.
Please take the controls. My fingers are bleeding.
So while you have a punch and a kick, the only other options you really have in the game are an Irish whip, where you can form another move, a pin, and a special move given to each character. So the real question is, do we even have the 5 moves of Doom? Do.
So you're saying there's no Doomsday finisher?
Nope, wait. This game does have a spectacular feature. A spectacular selection of outside ring weapons. Because who didn't love nunchucks in the 80s? I will also say that this game has pretty good sprite animation for the time.
With the vivid colors in the game design, it really brightens up the screen while you're playing. Although the character sprites are fairly basic.
But thanks to the wrestlers having larger-than-life personas, even the most basic representation makes their personalities shine through on screen. And you know what else? I actually kind of dig the music.
It's kind of snappy. It's got that little toe-tapping feel to it.
So while the sound design is not as good as Tag Team Pro Wrestling, it's better than the excited crowd from Champion Pro Wrestling. Yay.
I find the game fun to play. The controls are simple, there's a lot of variety within the game to keep you occupied, and it has the most special function that I love, couch co-op.
You know what? I actually have mixed feelings about this game. While gameplay can be enjoyable, at the same time, you're either doing the cheat to pin scenario.
So if you're looking for a quick turnaround in a game, just kick them 3 times at the start of the match, and you can pin them. Game over.
Or when you play against the computer, you do something else, but you're rushing against the clock. And I didn't like having the 5-minute time limit, and then you just lose. And while co-op was fun, I still prefer tag team wrestling for the NES.
And I agree. I think tag team wrestling is a superior game over Dump Matsumoto. Tag team is the greatest game of all time.
I give Dump Matsumoto a meh-K, a combination of meh and okay.
If you're a returning viewer to VGWA, here comes a shocking twist in this conversation. I think the game is okay. And as I said before, I think this game is a good couch co-op game. One of those things that I like to do is sit with somebody and play a game and slap the controller out of their hands so I can win. Cheat to win. So for me, I would rank this under muscle.
So we may disagree on the rating of the game, but I do agree with the ranking in that this belongs underneath muscle. Availability of this game has dwindled over the years, causing the price to skyrocket, which means that import versions of Kinnikuman and Tag Team Wrestling remain our TV champions for best budget game, and Tag Team Wrestling maintaining the belts and staying our Tag Team champion for best co-op game. So thank you for joining us, and make sure to join us next time as we celebrate the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Happy birthday, Rick.